Let's talk about the 3 key signs that differentiate a man who's here with another lesson or one that's a blessing and a lifelong partner. Because not every meaningful, deep connection is meant to last. Most are here to serve as lessons. Some will end up in really painful heartbreak, but only very few are actually meant to last a lifetime. And so learning the differences early on can save you years of emotional exhaustion, repeating the same patterns and relationships and choosing the wrong men over and over again, because that is how the universe works, ladies. When we are not learning our lesson, it's going to shapeshift and serve itself on a platter in a different format, in a different man with the same painful ending. And chances are, if you clicked on this video, you have experienced this kind of connection before. The one where you meet each other and you feel so much chemistry. You feel like you've known each other for years. There's something soul recognizable in each other. And that is why it makes it so believable that that is your person. But by the end of this relationship, you are once again disappointed, wondering what happened here? Why do I not feel cherished? Why do I not feel honored? Why am I struggling emotionally? And after you feel like you've poured your heart and soul into this connection, which you thought was truly it, you're left wondering, does real love even exist? Am I even gonna find my person? Because I thought that was my person. And so today we're gonna go deep into understanding these 3 key signs that are truly gonna help you. And each of these 3 indicators is not just a sign. It's a deeper understanding that's gonna help you tap into this sovereignty within yourself, so you no longer feel like a victim, or you don't know, or you don't believe, how am I gonna find love? You are meant to find an incredible partner in this lifetime. I have so many women that message me and say, I'm done. I don't believe in love. It's not going to happen for me. It will happen for you, but you must learn to truly connect to your wisdom, to your power, and learn self-trust. Learn to stop abandoning yourself. Learn to stop downplaying yourself, suppressing yourself, trying to fit into a role for a man to choose you. These are all things we do because we are coming from a wounded feminine energy place. So let's rewire our brains together today so you can enter a new era in your life where you are open to love, where you are feeling secure in yourself to trust love again and choose men that are truly ready for you. And this is a key point we're going to talk about today. Number 1, your dynamic feels unclear and deep down you feel anxious. You know, when you're together, this connection feels warm and real, and you see his kind eyes and you know he's a good person deep down, but why do I feel anxious? That is a sign that your nervous system is not feeling regulated beside this man. And this is what we have to understand. No matter how many times you try to downplay your actual feelings in your body by saying, you know what, I'm just gonna go meditate on this. I'm fine, I'm secure, I have a secure attachment style, I'm not gonna be anxious right now, I'm not gonna message him, I trust the universe. Your body knows. A lot of the time when you are feeling uncertain in a relationship, it is not because you're anxious attached. It is because you're experiencing a cycle that is called intermittent reinforcement. And what that looks like in a relationship is when affection and consistency and clarity is given an unpredictable measure. So your body gets emotionally hooked to the feeling of safety that you get only in certain periods. And so you keep wanting to play. It's like going to the casino and gambling, and you don't know when you're going to get the win, the hit, the dopamine rush. So you keep being more hooked to invest yourself in this relationship, to think about him more, to wonder what he's thinking because he hasn't given you the clarity and consistency on a daily, regular basis to make you feel safe, which is why we start to get more and more attached to this man the more he randomly gives us some reassurance. You know, he disappears for 2 days and then he appears and says, oh, I've been thinking about you, I want to see you. All of a sudden we have this rush. Oh my gosh, he likes me. I feel reassured by him, so I'm gonna lean in more. And so what ends up happening in this relationship emotionally, even if you're trying to play cool, stay calm, stay collected on the outside, emotionally there's a wave of you wanting to chase him, of leaning in, of trying to understand him, trying to know what he's thinking. What does he want with me? Does he feel the same way that I feel? Because he's not showing it in real life. And so this dynamic creates an energy of earning to receive love. You're earning. You're always trying to give more, to explain yourself more, to be more palatable, so he gives you reassurance, he gives you clarity. But he probably will never give you clarity because he's emotionally avoidant. He doesn't express himself. He's not allowing himself to express the depth of his feelings or allow himself to really bond. He may be doing this subconsciously where, you spend a really great time together, all of a sudden you get more attached, he gets more attached, he disappears. So when someone is running, your goal, ladies, the wound that's being activated is to say, I know my worth and I have the emotional sovereignty to not start chasing this man. Because when there's a runner, there's always a chaser. The runner will run away if you let him go. We struggle to let him go because there's a wound inside of us that says, I want you to love me. I want you to see me. I want you to recognize me. Why don't you give me this clarity? Why are you not giving me this consistency? And what's worse is if you try to suppress that within yourself because you want to seem level-headed and grounded, you're destroying yourself. Your nervous system is going into such an anxious state. And I'm saying this because I've been there. Oh, I've been there. And now that I'm not there, I look back to that time period in my life and I think, wow, I was so dysregulated to the point where I didn't even know what I was feeling emotionally, but I just wanted that person so bad and I could not let him go for a very long time. And so to reclaim your sovereignty, it's really important to not let the chemistry take you into this bamboozled state of getting emotionally hooked. You need to understand, one, what do I want to feel in a relationship? And what actions in a man evoke those feelings in me? This is very important. It's easy to say, I want to feel calm, I want to feel open, I want to feel soft. But when a man is doing something that causes the opposite response from you, you feel anxious, you feel stressed, you feel tight, you feel closed, you feel vulnerable. That is when you need to get really rooted on what actions is this man doing right now that are creating peace in my life or chaos. Write it down. Write it down. Oh yeah, it's when he disappears for 3 days, I don't feel good. And then I don't feel good because I try to act like everything is fine. So write a list of actions that this man does that are either creating safety in your body or making you feel very anxious. Because when you can see, you can start to make a shift, a conscious shift. So instead of analyzing your feelings and feeling ashamed for how attached you may be feeling or starting to feel about this person, start to analyze his behavior and if it's a match for the kind of man and partner you actually want. Does he pursue me consistently? Does he lean in when there's conflict or challenge, or does he disappear? Does he make clear plans? Does he show emotional availability? Does he express his feelings for me? Or does he retrieve? Does he hide? Does he suppress? Does he act nonchalant? Write all of these things down and then the choice is up to you. Because peace is not something you should ever earn in a relationship. You don't have to be soft to receive peace from a man. You have to be 100% safe. You have to feel safe in a relationship with a man to be soft. And you're never going to be able to be in your divine feminine wisdom if you're with a man that's stressing your nervous system out. No matter how deep the connection is, you must choose your peace and your safety so you can really unravel your purpose in this lifetime. And the right man will help you do that because you're going to ooze such a safety and comfortability around him. Number 2, in this dynamic, you feel wanted, but you don't feel chosen. This is so important because I bet you have felt like, wow, this man wants me. I know it. We as women know when a man wants us, but him wanting you is not the same as him choosing you, claiming you, honoring you with consistency. And that is such an important distinction because yes, he may enjoy spending time with you, loving up on you, traveling with you, being in your whimsical feminine energy. But deep down, there's a lack of containment and structure from his side, meaning there's more of an energy of being in the moment, going with the flow, and not taking responsibility and accountability. A man in his masculine power will be ready to take accountability and responsibility. He's gonna be ready to be the structure and the containment and the grounded force in this relationship so you can actually relax and feel more at ease. And so when a man is not able to do that for you, you're left wondering, what are we building? Where are we going? What's happening? Does he really want a future with me? Or am I assuming that's what he wants? And a lot of times, ladies, when you are asking men for this, like, what are we? Do you want me? Do you love me? It's because he hasn't given you that clarity. And I'm not saying you shouldn't ask for that, but that should already be the first and biggest indicator that that man is not ready for you. He's not ready to make you feel safe in your feminine energy. And guess what? The more you try to make him ready by waiting on him, by explaining your value to him, by trying to do things for him to make yourself seem more valuable, more worthy, the less he's going to step up. And the real confusion happens because when a man hasn't fully claimed you and started to show up for you, and you'll feel it because he's going to be really present in your life on a daily basis. He's going to want to be the point guard, the number one man you go to for help, for solutions, for things that are going on in your life. He's going to want to be the strong force you can lean on. So when a man is not doing that, when he only wants you in your softness, in your enjoying and having a good time energy with him, in going out to dinners and going out to experiences, he's not ready for discomfort in a relationship. He's not ready to be with a feminine woman. And you need to understand that and make a choice and make a decision and choose yourself, not his potential to love you, not him wanting you. We have to stop thinking that a man liking us or falling for us is some sort of wow. Of course. Do you know how magical and healing feminine energy really is? When a woman is spiritual and deeply connected, she can love a man so deeply that he will heal all of his past wounds. That is the power of love. And when a woman carries that pure love within herself, you are a force of pure magic. And when a man can't cherish that, and yet you're pouring into him and you're pouring into him, I have goosebumps because you're depleting your power, you're depleting yourself because you don't know your power as a woman. And to reclaim your sovereignty here is to understand that if I deep down don't feel like this man is choosing me, why am I staying in this? What is this wound? What is this limiting belief in me? Maybe it's that I don't feel like I'm good enough. Maybe it's that I feel like I have to do to receive, so that I keep doing and doing and doing and doing, and yet I'm still not enough. That person is just a mirror. I know it's hard to believe sometimes because what? Why does it have to be so painful? It has to be so painful because you have to wake up and realize you have to choose yourself. What does that mean? You honor your state. You honor your vision for what relationship you want. And you stop settling out of fear that if I let this man go, I won't meet anybody else. If you exist, then so does your man, your partner that's going to actually honor you and revere you as a woman. So stop clinging on to these guys that are really here to activate, transform you. And the sooner you learn, the more you can go on your way and do magical things in this world. And number 3, your connection is fueled by potential, not reality. What do I mean when I say this? Well, a lot of times, ladies, we are doing the delulu in the opposite direction to ourselves. What we do when we meet a man that there is incredible chemistry with, we have not felt this in a while, we've been doing the inner work, we're like, wait, this is totally it. Of course it is. I've been praying for this man. This is destiny. This is my soulmate. This is my husband. So we start to project these desires and label these men as the one when you don't know. And the reason that happens is because we are yearning so deeply for this love, because deep down we don't feel whole. Because if you know your purpose in this life as a woman, it's not just to meet a man, to meet a husband. It's to be in your fullness and to express your gifts to the world. So this obsession and yearning for a lover, it comes from a much deeper place. It really does. Because what it creates is it creates this fake projection, this fantasy, this imagination starts running wild, where we label these guys into these like archetypes. You know, this is my twin flame. This is my soul flame. We're destiny. And now let me ask you this. If you believe a man is your husband, are you more willing to let things slide? Are you more ready to get intimate with him because you think, wow, this is it. Let me risk it all. Let me trust this deep feelings of love that I'm feeling. Versus if you're a woman that is in her power and you meet a man with amazing chemistry and you've been down this pathway before, You're not saying, oh, this is my husband. The first thing I would ask when you meet a man with chemistry is, what lesson does he bring into my life? And sometimes that lesson is beautiful and it leads to a lifelong partnership because there's always going to be lessons. But most times it's a lesson on self-worth. So when you have this deep desire for a relationship, what ends up happening is you actually do choose the wrong men because you think they are really the right one. When there's this obsession of finding your person, you're actually more easily to settle and anchor on somebody who's not it, especially if there's really intense chemistry. And so a way to reclaim your sovereignty, to get back into your power as a woman, is to say, why is it that I'm so yearning for a lover? Why? Why do I feel like he's the be end all of my happiness, of my joy? Why am I waiting to live? Why am I waiting for this love to change my whole reality? So it's time to go deeper into yourself and understand, if I was never gonna meet my man in this lifetime, what would I be doing? That's a really great practice. And I did this one time and it really helped me because I'm like, well, what if I never meet my man? What then? Are we going to every day, every year wish for the same thing? Oh, I wish to meet my man? Or are we going to progress in this lifetime? Are we going to create a movement? Are we going to uplift people? Are you going to create some legacy for yourself, for your soul? Are you going to unravel the depths of yourself? What are you going to do if you never meet your man? How are you going to live? And when you finally understand that, when you finally stop waiting for happiness to arrive in the form of a man, and start creating happiness, start showing up as if this is your last day on earth, that is when your man is going to show up, when you're fully embodying yourself, when you're no longer waiting, you're no longer hoping, you're no longer clinging on to the potential of a connection. Learn to let go of men who actually could never hold your power. Because your power in this life, you being able to be in your power as a woman, is one of the most important things for the planet Earth. When you are in harmony, when you understand who you are, you can uplift the world, you can spread love to people, you can stand up for others. But if you aren't in your power, you can't do those things. You're always waiting for somebody to advocate for you. You're always waiting for things to change. You are the change maker. You are the propeller. You are the power that you keep waiting for. You are the happiness. So unlock it this year by allowing yourself to face your fears head on. What are you actually scared of that's not going to work out for you in this lifetime? Write it down and then reframe it. And I'm going to link an exercise that is incredibly powerful. It's really going to shift the way you see your limiting beliefs, whether that is about money or relationships or your purpose. Try this exercise because it will shift your mind, because our thoughts create our feelings and our feelings is how we show up in the world. So we must realize the power of our mind, because a woman is a very magical creature. So where is your power? And are you fully expressing it? If you're ready to go deeper into your purpose, into your power, you can book a free discovery call with me in the link below. And I also have a free course for your feminine energy unraveling. I love you, love you, love you. Toodaloo.